Good day. We are here to present our research entitled
Examining the Extent of Occupational Stress Factors Based on Demographic Profile of Secondary Public School Teachers. I am Julieta, Mila, Mercedez, Torres. With me is...
I am Ryan V. Castillo, and allow me to present now the introduction of our research. The teacher stress is a significant issue facing the teaching profession. Occupational stress among teachers is the experience of negative emotional states such as frustration, worry, anxiety, and depression attributed to work-related factors. These work-related factors, otherwise known as multiple, positive, or negative stressors, such as administrative support, employee empowerment, collegiality among staff and members, workload and student motivation with discipline, can cause work-related stress, which manifests in variety of emotional and physical ways, frequently instigating the incidental threat to mental health and at times causing some teachers to leave the profession. The issue of occupational stress does not just affect individual teachers, but also impact the efficient management of school system, causing ineffective in-job performance. There are limited studies conducted as to the extent of identified stress factors experienced by teachers based on sex, grade level taught, and years of teaching experience. Indeed, this study is well-timed because stress is present among teachers and all level of experience. Once these sources are identified, it is imperative to direct their attention to issues and tasks that could bring forth positive change within the school improvement and help them acquire coping skills to mitigate the effect of these occupational stress factors. This study aimed to examine the extent of occupational stress factors experienced by teachers at Emiliano, Tria, Tirona Memorial National High School. Specifically, these are our specific objectives. What is the demographic profile of the respondents in terms of sex, grade level taught, and years of experience in teaching? The second one, to what extent does the level of occupational stress of teachers vary based on the years of experience of teaching? Third, to what extent does the level of occupational stress of teachers vary based on the grade level taught? To what level does the occupational stress of teachers vary based on sex? The scope of limitation of this study is on examining the extent of occupational stress factors identified by the regular, permanent, junior, and senior high school teachers or teaching staff of Emiliano, Tria, Tirona Memorial National High School, Gahak, Kawit, Cavite during the first semester of school year 2019-2020. The stress factors identified by the teachers were the following. First, workload. Second, collegiality. Third, empowerment. Fourth, student motivation and discipline. It was based on the demographic profiles, namely sex, years of experience in teaching, and the grade level taught. The teacher stress inventory developed by Michael Fimian in 2000 was the instrument used. It consisted of 25-item survey questionnaire and was completed by individual teachers using 4-point Likert scale ranging from strongly agree to strongly disagree. Our methodology in this research are the following. So we have the research design, which is causal-comparative. Our sampling procedure is purposive. The instrument used, as mentioned earlier, is the teacher stress inventory by Michael Fimian in 2000. Now we will proceed to the result and discussion.
For results and discussions, for research number 1, we have the male composing 32% of the respondents and the female 68%. For research question number 2, we have two groups of teachers from junior high school to senior high school. All of them were selected 50% of junior and senior high school. For research question number 3, we have categorized the teachers according to the years of experience from 0 to 3, 4 to 7, 8 to 11 years, 12 to 15, 16 to 19, and 20 years or more. We have found out in this study that the overall degree of teacher stress is moderate. So from the data in table 4, describing the statistics of total stress scores of respondents, we can conclude that teachers experience a moderate degree of occupational stress. 5 of our discussion, results and discussion, using ANOVA, we have the computed value, F value of 0.31, and this is less than the critical value of 0.0953. So, since the null hypothesis is accepted, we can conclude that there is no difference between the level of occupational stress based upon years of teaching experience. So, we can deduce that all teacher respondents from junior high school and senior high school groups experience varying degrees of stress at all levels of work experience. For research question number 3, we have table 6 describing the statistics of grade level taught. Using the ANOVA test, we found out that there is no significant difference between the level of occupational stress of teachers based on grade level taught. This means that the secondary public school teachers have varying level of occupational stress based on grade level taught. And for research question number 4, we use the t-test for independent means. We have the following data, and from the computed data, we have calculated t-value equal to 0.83, and this is greater than the critical value, which is 0.4903. So we have to accept the alternative hypothesis, meaning we concluded that there is a significant difference between the level of occupational stress of teachers based on sex, which means that the male teachers were greatly stressed than the female teachers. To conclude, based on our findings, junior high school and senior high school teachers at Emiliano, Tria, Tirona Memorial National High School generally experience a moderate degree of occupational stress, and based on years of teaching experience and grade level taught, both group of teachers have varying levels of occupational stress. Men cited that they are readily susceptible to the depression-inducing effects of each additional stressor over long-term periods compared to female teachers. Consequently, these findings suggest that an improved teacher induction programs be implemented, orientation of stress, coping skills, and the importance of the power of positivity at all angles of situations must be considered by educators in the field.
That's all with our presentation. Before we end up with this, smile whenever possible. It is an inexpensive and effective way of improving how you feel. Try to apply the power of positivity. Visualize situations you have handled well and hold those memories in your mind when going through stressful situations. Finally, pray. All of us will overcome. It is not the load that breaks you down. It is the way you carry it, according to Lou Holtz. That will be all.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.